0 and 5-0 in the Pac-12 Conference. Chip, sharp effort from beginning to end by your team today.
Yeah, they had a great week of preparation, and that's what showed up today on the field with our guys. Right from the start, really focused, understood the game plan on both sides of the ball. And we got contributions from not only offense and defense, but special teams today. So I thought it was pretty much still got a lot of work to do, but I think it was a good game by us.
You know, it was interesting during the week when we had a couple of your players on Tuesday night, and they talk about coming out and being sharp, just like you talked about, and the preparation, and really worrying about yourselves and not necessarily who you're playing. And that's, again, it looked like they just folded to a T today.
Yeah, that's been our formula, since 2009, and that's what we follow. That's what we know. And that is to this point right now, so we're going to probably stick with it.
Offense scored on every possession in the first half, and then DeAnthony's electrifying punt return, very efficient, the decision making, but at the line of scrimmage, the offensive line did a great job.
I thought they did. And again, it always starts up front. We're getting a lot of guys rotating in, but I think we're getting consistent play up there, staying out of the negative yardage situations. I thought we protected the ball real well with our first group, so capitalizing on their one kickoff return from. But that's what this team is. We feed off each other. So.
One of the things that's been noticeable the last couple of weeks, and maybe it's been this way all season, but your backs are very patient. There might not be something there right off the bat, and yet they don't hurry the play, and then it just begins to develop, and they pop it.
They got a good feel. We've got a couple of special guys back there that can really make this thing go. And we combine them with what our line's playing right now, and then the threat of Marcus keeping it, I think really makes it very difficult for them.
And the defense that played great in the first half, too. 104 yards of total offense is all Colorado has. For the game, 2 of 13 on third downs. So from beginning to end, the depth, everybody really chipped in defensively.
They did. We got an opportunity to get everybody in today. And it's always experience for those guys. The more experience, they'll get, the more comfortable they get in that environment, and the better offense and defense.
It's a confident group right now, because this is an offense in Colorado, and you talked about during the week that have moved the ball on people. Maybe didn't get points when they got in the red zone, but have moved the ball pretty well, and yet this Oregon defense just looks like a very, very confident group right now.
They do, and their confidence is based on their preparation, and that's the key to what we're doing. We'll continue to do that, and we'll continue to be decent.
Special teams, kickoff coverage, punt coverage, and then DeAnthony's punt return. That's, again, special player, get the ball in his hands, funny things happen, don't they?
Yeah. He's just a special player. It wasn't designed like that, I can tell you that. They keep kicking it to him, I think good things happen.
And to top the day off, rainy day, 57,500 Oregon Duck fans out there, and a great showing by the Oregon crowd.
Always is. It's an electric place to play. Our kids love playing at home. It's a special place. I think our record at home proves it.
November coming up, 3 of the 4 games on the road, and road games, like you always talk about, are a particular challenge. It all starts at USC. So, Coach, have a good week of practice. We'll look forward to talking to you next week after the USC game.
We will. Thanks, Shorty.
All right, Jerry, back up to you.
All right, guys, go ahead and wait for the mic, please. We'll take calls. Or, excuse me, we'll take questions.
You mentioned this week, I think you said nobody plays a perfect game. It seemed like you won when they were in, not only won, but were pretty clean. Not a ton of penalties, turnovers, things like that. So what bothered you about it? I know you have to watch the film. Was there anything that those groups did that really stood out when you're on the sideline? You're like, okay, we got to fix that.
And they're pretty good for that. I'll find something to pick on them.
Coach, on DeAnthony's punt return, is that one of those no, yes deals, or does he kind of have the green light to do that as long as it's not, like inside the 10?
He's, still learning about the decision-making process back there. I think that one was okay. There's a couple others that he's fielded like that during the year that it's not okay, but he has a little bit of leeway just because of his ability once he gets it in his hands. He's just a special player. That's not coaching, I can tell you that. He brings a smile to your face. He's fun to watch. There's not a lot of guys that when you get a chance to coach, you kind of just sit back and marvel at him, but he's one of those guys that he can field as many punts as he wants if he keeps doing that.
Any other questions, guys?